Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm in Sorrento, Italy, across the bay from Naples. We're at our first LDN Global Summit. We pulled our associates together. We've got about 12 of us together here talking about the future, some new opportunities before us, and this is a great time to be with these dear friends. So come along with me. One of the key reasons for asking the team to join me in Italy for our first LDNG Summit is that I am the only one who knows everyone. Over the years, I've had the privilege of training and coaching each of the team members, but we are quite a dispersed team, stretching from the Middle East to Europe, to Latin America, and to the U.S., including Hawaii. Some have never even met on social media. Others have only connected through social media, but we have never all been in the same room together. And we have three goals for our time together. The first is to get to know each other as people, friends, and colleagues. Our second goal is to learn from each other. When you get practitioners together, you have a great learning environment because what is shared is not theory. Our third goal is that we want to discuss the future, how we can grow and expand our work and take it to the next level. The bulk of each morning's sessions is given to the team members sharing who they are, what they are doing, and what they are learning in developing leaders in their own context. Let's listen in on some of the sharing, beginning with Tabita Hulaban from Cluj, Romania.
Okay, so I think you all know the Discipleship Training School is our main thing in YWAM, and I've started doing that I think 5 years ago. But when I started, I really had no idea what to do, what's expected of me as a leader to do. So having a model was like revelational, I hope that's the word. Yeah, I mean, waking up in the morning and knowing what I should do was like a huge thing for me.
Like if this isn't very full, then that will make me dig down here to pull something out that, okay, we need to, and I'll even prioritize these with numbers.
I meet with the wife regularly. She's like 25 years older than I am, and it's been fascinating to me how much she has loved this. Well, literally just one day they said something about their leadership role, and he was like, well, can I share something with you? And he just drew the 3 little circles, blew her mind. She thought he was an absolute genius.
It's the framework to hang all these other things on. So you want to talk about how do you develop people, or how do you lead a meeting, or how do you do conflict resolution, all hangs on this LDC framework.
Our morning sharing and learning times are fantastic, but it's hard to get to know each other as people and friends in meetings. We're taking every afternoon and doing some kind of excursion away from our meeting place that gives the freedom to walk and talk and enjoy each other in a casual setting. We're visiting a quaint village along the Mediterranean coast. We're checking out nearby Sorrento. Now we are going to spend an afternoon in neighboring Pompeii. We're having some great food and making sure that we don't miss out on the authentic gelato in a shop that seems to be named after my granddaughter, Gabriella. We also are taking time talking about the future, how to grow the work and move it to the next level. Greg Nichols from Prague, Czech Republic is helping spearhead this endeavor for us and is even moving back to the States this month for a year with his wife, Debbie, to help me with this specifically. You can't be together with this caliber of leader without being impacted in some degree. So let's hear from some of the team on the highlights for them. Here's Todd Peavy from the Middle East. And so Todd, what's been one of the highlights for you this week?
I think one of the key highlights has been meeting other practitioners, other associates that are actually using the material in real life, learning from what they're doing well, what they're learning like that didn't work, and trying to figure out how we as a community can do a little iron on iron sharpening and learning how to be more fruitful and effective at applying the principles.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things for us coming to this is just exposure. At this point in our careers and just in life in general, I think something that's been really important to us is the ability to be around experienced leaders gaining ideas, gaining insights that we can use and implement in our current context. So I think exposure is the biggest benefit to us right now.
Well,
yeah, exposure and kind of networking, developing these relationships with, you know, key people, as she said, that have been doing this and hearing what really worked for them, hearing the key things that they got out of applying it to their whole organization as we seek to take that to the marketplace version in Latin America. What key things can we hit on to sell it, and then to also just bring a big impact into the organization and individual people that we invest in.
It's been fantastic just to get time with other leader developers in different contexts. I'd say one of the top things was actually meeting some of the upper level leadership staff of Greater Europe Mission as we kind of experience what does it mean, what does it look like to help an organization change their leadership culture. And so I'd heard about it, but actually hearing their own experience and history, takeaways, lessons learned, things they do differently, that was very rich and very practical, very immediate in terms of what they've just been through. And since I'm doing something similar with another group, very helpful to me.
Yeah, I think for me, just the opportunity to interact with other people doing similar things, to share ideas, just to be kind of re-encouraged and re-envisioned of what all we can do with LDC. I've done a lot with it, but I came away this week with a whole to-do list of things. Oh yeah, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, and just the opportunities I see that I need to be here and have that kind of refresher was totally worth it to me.
There are a lot of good things that happened, but I think the real highlight was to hear how some of the guys are using the materials creatively, getting the sim material out into the hands of others, and really the excitement of others to start coaching and to build that piece into how we develop trusted leaders.
Well, it was great to see all of the associates come together and exchange ideas about how they're reaching out and passing the model out to in both the market and in ministry, changing lives, how to live into other people's lives. It was just so excellent to see those ideas exchanged.
Well, this is a wrap of our first ever LDNG Associates Gathering here in Vico e Quincy, Italy, across the bay from Naples. And what a wonderful week it's been as these team members who had heard of each other and perhaps had even connected with each other a little bit through social media were able for the first time to be in a room together and to just talk about what's going on, what's working, what's not working, what the vision is for the future, and to see them not only become deeper friends, but to grab ownership of these new opportunities. Thanks for joining us, and until then, keep your face in the book and your knees on the floor. Bye.